Hello and welcome to Angry Andy Reviews. It is Action Figure Friday, where I unbox a new figure or take a look at a couple of collectibles, and today I am unboxing this. The Star Wars Black Series Return of the Jedi Deluxe Boba Fett. Fan-bloody-tastic.
Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews.
Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews.
Angry
Angry
Andy.
Andy Reviews.
Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews.
Angry Andy.
Angry Andy Reviews.
Don't make me destroy you.
Okay, well here is the Deluxe Black Series Boba Fett figure from Return of the Jedi, and I have to say, having unboxed everything, as you can see there's a lot of accessories here, having unboxed it and had a little bit of a look at it, I am very much in two minds about this figure. On the one hand, I'm loving the detailing level. I think it's, it's quite a bit more colourful than I expected, but I think it does look a lot better than the pre-visual images we got of the figure for the promotional aspect. As you can see, there's a lot to admire here. The colouring level, detailing level on the armour, so like the damage effects and whatever, especially on the helmet as well. If you can just see there, you can just see the effects there, coloration, all of that is pretty much, it's pretty much on form. But, and this is a big but, it feels a little bit flimsy, and the helmet right here is completely out of shape. I noticed when I was unpacking it that the head was kind of squished into the packaging, and as a result it seems very, very thin. It's really, really thin. If you look at it, that is extraordinarily thin. Boba Fett's helmet is more wider, if you like, in actuality. So there's been a bit of a manufacturing flaw there, I think, in terms of packaging or whatever, because this is actually squished. I mean, if you look at it there, I mean, you can tell it's been squished in. Just the direction of the lining from the side of the helmet, it's all focused inwards. Now, I'm pretty sure I read somewhere with other people remodeling the helmets and whatever that you can actually remodel them using a bit of heat, a bit of hot water or something like that. I think, I'm not entirely sure, so don't quote me on that. Don't try it yourself unless you're unsure, but I'm pretty sure there is some way to find out. But other than that, like I said, the flimsy nature of it is this. I don't get why the belt is so loose. As you can see there, that is unbelievably loose. I don't even know why. Raise your hands there. I mean, I can forgive these because obviously these are, designed to be, a bit loose or whatever. Like the cape as well. The cape is not fabric. That is a bit of sort of rubberized plastic. Again, why not cloth? I don't get it. Why not cloth? I just don't understand on that regard. But here, this belt, this belt is atrocious. I really, really do not like this belt, unfortunately. That is very disappointing, and I noticed that as soon as I got the figure out that the belt was shifting around and everything. It just doesn't fit very well, especially when you see like the difference. See where the midriff ends there, the upper torso. This, that feels like it's not supposed to be loose, but it is majorly loose. So that is a little bit of a disappointment there. That is a clear markdown for me there, unfortunately. Like I said, it's a bit of a shame because this figure is actually, really well designed. It looks really good. It won't stand up. There we go. It's really well designed. I think the coloration's pretty good. The scarring and everything on it is a lot better than what I've seen on previous iterations. It's just that belt and the helmet are just wrong. They just don't sit well. They don't look well. They don't look right. And it's a bit of a shame. I am going to have to do something with that helmet because it's bugging me already. Ah, dear me. But let's just quickly move on. Let's have a look at all the stuff that you get with it. You get a load of stuff with it. You get a load of flame effects, obviously for uh, flame wrist action, but we've seen him use in the film. Well, we've seen Jango Fett use in the film anyway. So obviously, ergo, Boba can use it as well. There we go. And the flame effects are pretty good, I must admit. That's a nice little modelling there. You can see that. You can see all the effects in there. Really smart. I do like these. And you've got some for the jetpack as well, which is right here. The jetpack comes in two pieces. So you've got the standard pack itself there, and that coloration, very bright, very retro-ish. I don't remember it ever being this bright. But you know, I kind of like it. I think it's all right. Probably could do with a bit more weathering, just to hammer home that, especially in this middle area. You know, behind the main blue panel here, and the yellow, maybe on that silver as well. But yeah, it's okay. That's perfectly fine. Yeah, like I said, it does come in two pieces, so you get the rocket at the top, but thankfully it just slots in there quite nicely. That's all right. Nothing really to worry about there. And like I said, with these flame effects, they just sit nicely in the little boosters at the side. And there you go. That's pretty good. I like that, you know. Perfect for any variation of display that you want to do. And of course, you get standard issue blaster. And again, the weathering effects on this are pretty good. As you can see, there's like a nice, lovely sort of woodenish brown effect there. Bit of rusting. You know, they've captured the essence of it. And the detailing on there as well is pretty spot on. Really good. And you also get a variation where it's been cut in half as well. So obviously in Return of the Jedi, Luke Skywalker cuts it in half while on one of Jabba's sail barges. But you can put it in as well. You can connect it in together. So there's options there to play around with it as you see fit. And of course there's some damage effects there where the metal's been melted. There you go as well. So that's pretty nifty. I do like that. That's a nice little added accessory. A lot of these figures don't come with many different variants of the accessories, so you can't really play around with ideas or set designs or things like that. But this gives you something else. It's something else to think about. And then of course, the last thing you get is this, which is kind of like the grapple. You can see that properly there. That just goes around one of his wrists. And you see him use this in Return of the Jedi where he wraps Luke Skywalker up, albeit briefly. But you see him do it nonetheless. And I think that can just sit on one of his hands there. Yeah, it can. Nice and simple. Again, not the best sort of accessory. I mean, 'cause it's quite obviously just tied in there. You see. It's quite obviously just tied in, but that's fine. It's okay. It's not the worst thing about this figure, I don't think. Not sure which arm it's supposed to sit on, but I think you can just play around with it. I'm pretty sure it's this arm, to be fair. I'm just trying to remember the scene in the film. Yeah. So you just, whichever arm, I guess, really. Whichever one you want to set up. There you go. That's okay. That's, it's interesting enough. There's not really much to say on the design feature of that. Fairly bog standard. But going back to this figure, I just can't get away from that bloody helmet. And that is a bit of a shame. Gotta be honest, that is a bit of a shame. It does need fixing. I'm pretty sure I will be able to fix it. Pretty sure I will be able to, get that into the shape that it should be. I don't know if I've got anything to emphasize the shape, apart from the big helmet I've got anyway, but believe me, it is supposed to be a lot more wider than that, and you can just tell just by looking at it. I mean, without even, showing too much. You can just tell that it's been squashed. Obviously the rangefinder does move as well. Nifty bit of design there for you. The rocket pack does just sit on quite nicely. As you can see there are 3 holes at the back, and there are 3 prongs there, and the main one obviously goes in the center, and it should just go straight on, no fuss. Yep, there you go. Nice and simple. Very nice. And you know, that does look really good. Even with the plasticky plasticky cloak, that does look okay. You know, I think I can ignore the fact that that's fabric. I think the detailing is probably more important than the feel here, I think. The belt, yeah, that belt, it's a nightmare. That is a bit of a nightmare. But there you have it. There is good old Boba Fett. It's a shame he has a rubbish deluxe figure. I would say rubbish. I don't think it's rubbish. I just think it's a bit poorly packaged. I think that's the problem. It's very poorly packaged, and it's has an unfortunate effect on it. Sorry about that, guys. My camera decided to stop working. What I was saying was basically, I do think the overriding problem with this figure is that it is just poorly packaged. I think that's the main thing with this. I mean, looking at that, I mean, it doesn't look too terrible. Now that I've in the interim of this video going down, sort of like positioned it. You know, and it does look okay. It does look pretty good. It is just the little things, the little differences that hardened collectors would probably notice, and you know, even dedicated fans would probably notice. But you know, as it is, I think it, you know, maybe I was being a bit harsh at the start. I think it is, you know, a fairly decent figure. It just needs some ironing out. Just needs to be different thought process in some of the aspects of it, I think. I'm definitely going to have to sort that helmet out, which I'll probably do directly after this video. But there it is. There is the Boba Fett Deluxe Black Series figure. Let me know what you think. What do you think? Am I overthinking it too much in regards to the helmet? You know, am I being a bit too harsh on sort of like the belt aspect? Or anything like that, because yeah, I mean, detailing even right down to the legs, the feet, you know, all the points of articulation are perfectly fine. It does feel pretty solid. It doesn't feel as flimsy, you know, like I said, as I first mentioned. I think my feeling on flimsiness was just the belt and maybe the cloak, but now that the jetpack's on the back, you know, the cloak doesn't feel that much, you know, like it's intruding that much. But yeah, let me know what you think. I said I do think it does look like a decent figure. There's just a few bits that I'm not particularly enamored with. But like I said, let me know what you think. Leave a like, leave a comment if you enjoyed this video. Tell me your thoughts, and maybe next week we'll have something else. Maybe not. This has been pretty delayed here in the UK, as are a lot of the other figures that were due to come out in the last couple of months. So everything might start coming through, everything might be delayed a little bit longer. But again, if you like this video, please do like and subscribe to the channel for more unboxings like this, more reviews and discussions on collectibles and movies as well as pop culture. But for the moment, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Bye bye.